name is Brittany and welcome to yet another video on my YouTube channel. If you like fashion, beauty, spring looks, tutorials, then be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's that little red button down below, and turn on your notification bell so that way you never miss a video on my channel. Today's video, I wanted to bring you the new trend glass-like skin in a spring look tutorial because we are moving to that fun warmer weather. We are about to get really hot down here in the south, and I think that this is one of my favorite new makeup looks that I've done, and I really like this technique. I think that you're gonna love it. So if you want to see that, stay tuned. Hey you guys, I am gonna go ahead and get started on this cute makeup tutorial. I went ahead and moisturized my face. I feel like before you start off any type of glassy moisturized skin look, you definitely need to moisturize your face. So we used the Daily Greens from Pharmacy first. And now I am going to go ahead and start on the base first. I know I have been switching it up. Normally I definitely do my eyes first, but here lately I have been doing my skin first just to kind of save on time. If I focus on my eyes first, I think that I have all the time in the world, and I don't. So I will sit here for like an hour and a half playing with makeup, and that we just don't have time for that today. I'm so sorry if my voice sounds weird. I have some type of allergy issue going on. My throat feels like it's on fire. So if it sounds like it hurts, I definitely do have a sore throat, and I sound stuffy. I'm not really that stuffy, but I can hear it in my voice. So, all right, we are going to start with the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. I still have been using and absolutely loving this foundation or CC cream. It is very full coverage, and it definitely has become a staple in my makeup routine. And I am just going to dot it on. When I did that test for you, I went ahead and did like 2 pumps on each side, and that was just way too much. I think that if you want to get a good feel for if you're gonna like this or not, you definitely should just go ahead and do 1 pump on your skin, blend it, and then you can build. This stuff is easily buildable. So as you can see, like that's a 1/4 of a pump right there, and it is definitely doing work, covering all of my pimples. I've been very broken out lately. I'm not sure if it's because I've been trying out a bunch of new skincare products. My skin is so sensitive, and it definitely, doing this channel takes a toll on it. So just ignore all of my redness and breakouts that I'm having right now. I feel like I'm a teenager again. I absolutely hate breaking out, especially at my age. I feel like that should be over with. Okay, now that we went in with the brush, I'm just going to take about a pump onto my beauty blender or my Real Techniques sponge, which has completely had it. Like, it is so ratty. I need to get another one, but I just have not had any time lately. We've had a lot of stuff going on at work, and I just have not had as much time as I normally do to do daily things. I feel like time is just flying by, or it has been for the first part of this year. So I have been making shorter videos lately. What do you guys think of that? Do you prefer it like that, or do you want to keep the longer videos? Because I've just been cutting out a lot of my regular routine steps that are like not new techniques or new products. Like normally I would keep the whole face routine, but here lately I just haven't been doing that. So let me know if you prefer it that way, or you want it back to like the old 20-minute videos. I think it just depends on you. I'm the type of person that I could watch a YouTuber for days. Like, I love a good 40-minute video, especially considering I will just listen to them in the car, and on my ride into work is about 45 minutes. But some people just want a quick 10-minute tutorial and to be done with it. So let me know what you guys like down below. We are going to be brave, and we are going to, gosh, my devil horns is what I call them. They're sticking up today. We are going to cream contour. I try to keep the majority of it back a little bit, I just want to make them even, just because if I do it too much towards the bottom of my face, it does start to like drag my face down, and we want to snatch it up. So you guys, I am planning a fun vacation trip for my family, and I have no idea where to book. Our two options are to go to Myrtle Beach and rent like a big condo, penthouse or something, or to go rent a cabin in the mountains. But I don't know if you guys know this about me. I am very cheap, frugal, whatever you want to call it, and I don't want to spend $5,000 on a cabin for 4 people. So, what do you, where do you guys vacation at? What do you recommend? I mean, do you think that that's a normal price to pay, or like I'm just being too cheap, or what? Because I love Tennessee and Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, those type of places, and I would love to take my family there. But like I said, I'm not someone who likes to spend a lot of money on the place that we're staying, just because I know we are not going to spend the majority of our time there. We're going to be out and about. I don't really like to cook on vacation. I like to go out to eat. So what do you guys recommend when it comes to that? Because I would love to know if you know like a cheaper place or somewhere I could get a better deal. I did look at Airbnb because I heard a lot of people like to use that service, but I really didn't have any luck on there because it was just like somebody's house in the mountains. For the majority of the part, that's what Airbnb is, and I don't mind that, but I want a cabin. So sometimes you can find them on there, and I wasn't finding anything for the dates I want to go. It doesn't help that I want to go in June, so I'm kind of planning this vacation last minute. The vacation world, they want to know about it, or they want you to go ahead and book it like 6 months to a year in advance, and my life has been a little bit too crazy lately to be able to do that. I'm just going in and I am going to conceal with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is such a good dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, but you guys already know that because I say it every time that I use it. And I'm just using that same sponge. But if you have any different vacation spots that you think that me and my family might like, that you enjoy going to, let me know about those down below too. Or if you know like a good place to rent a cabin or something like that. Or a beach house. I was looking for beach houses in Myrtle Beach, and I realized they don't really have a lot of beach houses. Like, I guess people there just mainly rent condos, or they stay at hotels, and I want a house to spend more time with my family alone and not have to deal with other people, since I deal with them every single day and I'm tired of it. So let me know your thoughts on that down below. We are setting with the setting powder from Maybelline, the Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade Light Medium. And we are not going to set what we just contoured on the cheekbone, so keep that in mind. I will set that with bronzer, but if I go over it with a powder like this, then there's no point in me even doing it because it's not going to show up. I will go a little bit higher up just to blend on the forehead. I use a lot of powder, but this powder sponge from Real Techniques really helps me a lot. It like holds the powder right onto the surface right here on the sponge for you, and then while you're pressing it into your skin, it doesn't press back into the sponge because it is that velvety texture. So I absolutely love this. I cannot recommend it enough. So now that that's all set, I am gonna take some of the e.l.f. Halo Glow powder. This has like such a tiny sheen to it. Honestly, I really liked it in the video where I tried it at first, but the more I used it, I got really upset with it because I thought it was going to be like a luminous sheen left on my skin. And in my camera, it looked that way, especially with my ring light. But in real life, it did not look that good. Like later on after the video, after I shot everything, and the more I used it, it almost made my makeup look too cakey and matte, and I thought it was supposed to be luminous. So I'm just gonna try dusting a tiny bit with a powder brush on the higher points of my face to see if that will be pretty, or maybe save this powder, because I definitely don't want to waste it. I mean, don't want to waste the purchase. So I'm taking just like a powder brush and I'm tapping off the end so that way it's a little bit lighter, and we're just going to test it out right here on my forehead. Let's see. That actually looks way better, but it still doesn't give me a glow. It's just blurring my skin, which is fine. We can do that. Sometimes with products, it's not the product, it's like user error. So you have to, don't just like throw away a product if you use it and it doesn't work, other than like if you bought a foundation and it's supposed to be like full coverage and it's lightweight, you can throw that away, but you're not going to change the coverage on that. But just keep trying, because you never know what you're going to end up loving. I mean, I've definitely used products and thought, oh my god, this is terrible, and then ended up loving it. I'm going to go ahead and do my brows just because I'm tired of looking at them looking like this. They look crazy, especially with all that product in there. And I just usually go in and set my brows, or do my brows with like an eyeshadow. But I do have a new brow palette that I got in a BoxyCharm box. Okay, I just went ahead and popped that little gold color that came in the palette right here, and we're done with the brows for right now. So now I'm going to take the deep bronzer from the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer collection, and I'm just going to set my cheeks, and I am just going to take like a little blush brush to do so, and I'm swiping it right on the edge. I normally get the medium shade, but like I've said in a previous video, because it is like spring, summer, I'm gonna go ahead and get this dark shade because I know I will be fake tanning. So and what I like to do is to really build it up into the shape that I want. And I know that it's like a little bit red on my skin, or a little bit darker, but I will build up what I want of it, and then I will go back in and blend. Because I find that it's easier to do that and then dust off the excess product than to just slowly build it up. It takes like way longer to do that. And then I'm going to take the same little powder brush that we had before, and it still has some of the Halo Glow elf stuff on it. And this is what makes my hair so frizzy. Like, it's already pretty crazy today. I don't know why. The weather is just not helping me out, and it's looking pretty awful. Hang on, I'm gonna break for a second so I can fix my hair. There we go. Okay, so we're just gonna take this and then we are going to blend it out. And I'm gonna finish that up and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we are going to add the blush, and because it is the spring summertime, I'm gonna try this trick. And I learned it from Trixie Mattel, who is a world famous drag queen. If you don't know anything about her, I will link her channel right down here. But what she likes to do is she takes like a little blush brush, and then this e.l.f. Always Rosy is a darker shade of blush. And what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate that right here on the outer part of our cheeks, because I want our blush to be a little bit lighter today. And I'm just going to push that up right here. And then we are going to blend that into a lighter shade of blush right here on the apples of the cheeks, because it just looks more like put together. It gives it a little bit more definition. and it almost makes like a transition shade for your blush, which I think is absolutely genius, and I don't know why none of us thought of that before. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And what I'm going to use as the transition shade is the Milani Coral Cove. It's shade 05, and it is this beautiful corally pink shade. I use this all the time in the summertime, and I'm taking just a little bit on that same exact brush, and then we're going to swirl it right here on the apple of the cheek and then bring it back to blend. And I'm doing this really, really softly today because I normally do a lot of blush. I absolutely love blush, but I don't want it to look bad, and I want to keep that fresh, like spring skin look, because we're going to be doing a lot with our highlighter today. So I want it to look like fresh, new teenage skin. That's what we're going to go for. All right. And then I'm almost out of this product, but it is one of my favorites. The next item that we're going to use is the I would call it a highlighter blush from Milani in Luminoso. You can see I've definitely hit pan on this product, but I have enough on the edges to keep me going. I'll have to pick some up the next time I go shopping. And we're going to dust that on the apple of the cheek and then all the way up. And can you guys see that shine? That is so pretty to me. I absolutely love this. If you want that dewy, glowy skin without having to leave your skin wet and still be able to set your blush, then you definitely want this. I have tried the cream blushes and I'm really, really not a fan of them. I cannot get them to look right. It looks like it's like spotty on my cheeks for whatever reason. So if you are someone like me and you struggle with that cream blush, but you love the way that it looks, then the sheer like sheen blushes are definitely going to be your thing. I'm going to put on some lip gloss because the amount of foundation that's on my lips right now is actually hurting. So I'll be right back. Okay, I just went ahead and put on my lipstick, the Milani Color Statement lipstick in the shade 25 Naturally Chic. That's the lipstick that I'm going to be using for today because my lip gloss is like somewhere in my bathroom. I don't know exactly where it's at right now, so we're just going to leave that alone for the time being. And we are going to jump into eyeshadow. Eyeshadow normally takes me the longest to do, so we're going to do a quick eyeshadow today, and I think you might be surprised by some of the products that I used. So, of course, we are going to have to use the Ciate London Velvet Palette and look at these beautiful pinks in there. I think this is going to be perfect for this look, but I'm also going to use that same color, Always Rosy, as like a darker shade in my crease today, and we're going to make a really cute look with it. So I'm going to grab a big fluffy brush. This is stained right now because I tried a teal look out, and I am just going to go into this light pink shade over here, and I'm going to use this peachy pink as a transition shade. And you guys know the drill. I am going to be fast forwarding you through a lot of the eye makeup look, but I'll stop and let you know the different types of colors that I'm going to be putting on my eyes, or if I switch to a different product, I'll let you know that as well. I am now just taking that super light pink at the top of the palette, and I'm just going to add this right here to brighten it up and lighten it up a little bit. Okay, now we are going to be using this darker pink blush shade, the Always Rosy. And the good thing about this is it's a primer infused blush, so it's going to stay on my eyes a little bit better. And definitely do not be afraid to use your products in different ways because you'll get the most out of your products. Like if you use bronzer for eyeshadow. I do that all the time for like a good chocolate brown shade. If you know a bronzer that looks fantastic on your skin, I definitely recommend you trying that. And then you can use your blushes as eyeshadows too. So you definitely get a lot out of matte products. And what I'm doing is I'm just going in circular motions right into that crease, and I'm just deepening it up a little bit. Okay, now I'm taking that same fluffy brush and we are just going to add this same pink color right towards the bottom. And now for some definition, we are just going to take this burgundy shade right here and I'm going to mix it with the oranger shade that's at the bottom. And we're going to tap off because I don't want it to mess this up. And we are just going to focus that right here on the bottom part of the eyelid and then right up above here and blend that out. Now that I have everything the way that I want, we're going to go in with the Eye Lustre from cream eyeshadow from Ciate London. And this is such a beautiful shade. And we are just going to take it right here. Go up. And then I'm keeping my eye closed just because I want this to dry and it will transfer up to the top of my lid. So I'm just going to pause for just a second and let this finish. Okay, you guys, so we are going to go ahead and highlight our skin. And I have with me the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. And this is one of my favorite highlighters. It just makes your skin look so soft and glassy. And I'm just adding a little bit onto a fluffy brush, and we are just going to go right here at the tops of my cheeks. And I don't want this to be like a straight up just white highlighter. I want it to look like my skin is like lit from within. So we are going to go ahead and highlight the high points of my face with this. And now when I move, it looks like it's like a luminous glow all over my skin, which I absolutely love. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and spray setting spray on here, and I will be using the Tarte Maracuja Miracle Mist spray. And that is going to help my powder just fade straight into my face. And I did use a lot, I always do. And then we are going to shake up this and use the Milani Make It Last setting spray. And then I am just going to fan myself and let it all set in. I don't necessarily recommend that you guys use this much, but it works for me. And it makes my skin look glassy and soft. As you can see, that highlighter is just really bouncing now. I mean, it'll dry down a little bit, but we are just going to fan. And then once this is dry, I'll put on my eyeliner and mascara and then show you the finished product. Okay guys, so I did my eyeliner and mascara, and this is the finished look. I absolutely love it. I think that it looks super, super springy. I went ahead and added a little bit of the Alamar Cosmetics Mother of Pearl gloss in the shade Sorrento. but because I think that gloss is super important for a glass-like skin look. I absolutely love the way that my cheeks are glowing. My eyes are watering really, really bad because of the allergies or cold or whatever I have that I was describing earlier with the itchy, watery eyes and the burning throat. But besides that, I think this looks so spring and so cute, and I am so into this look. I think that I definitely will be doing more of spring and summer looks for you guys. I'm going to pick up some new products at Ulta very, very soon. And I hope that you liked this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like it, be sure to leave a thumbs up, comment down below, and let me know what your favorite types of looks are, what you would like to see on this channel. And make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, because subscribing is free and you want to be notified every single time that I post on Fridays, right? Hit that bell for me, and I love you all. I will see you in my next one. Bye.